So I want to know what career field you're representing today.
Well, I'm representing, I am currently the general manager of the Daylight Donuts of Kansas City. So it would be considered food and donuts.
All right. Can you tell us about the jobs available in the food service industry in general?
In general,
Yeah.
well, for the areas that I'm familiar with, we have various positions here in our operation. We have people that cook our donuts, which is where we're located right now. We're in our central kitchen headquarters. So we have quite a few individuals right now that are back there cooking the donuts. We have a manager of the kitchen back there. We also have in our stores, and we take the donuts to the stores, we have staff that sell the donuts. And then we also have, right here in our headquarters, we have various management positions. I'm the general manager, and then we have an assistant general manager. Every store that we have has a store manager. And then we have our administrative assistant, Janet, who does all of our bookkeeping and just handling phone calls and messages and that sort of thing.
Are you responsible for handling who's going to work in where, or so what exactly would you say the responsibilities of your job are? Right,
that's a good question. So overall, I manage the stores. I make sure that they are properly staffed. I help with the training of all of the staff. My assistant manager actually does a lot of the training, and then I ensure that they're following the training process. I make sure that they show up for work. We have systems that notify us if anybody doesn't show up for work or if they're not available. I oversee, ensure I'm a link between the kitchen and the front stores, to communicate where there's needs, make sure that the stores stay stocked with all the proper products.
Okay. Why did you choose to be in the career that you're in at the moment?
Well, this is kind of my second career. But my original career it did involve management. I was in the real estate field, but I worked for a corporate lending institutions, and I managed people, and so that is what I enjoy doing. This is a management position, and that's something that you can do pretty much in any type of business. Obviously, I have a personal connection to this business because it's owned by my son. And so when he had a need for a manager, it just kind of worked out for me to come here and work with him.
Why did you decide to leave your career in management of, you said finance?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you decide to leave management and finance for food?
I just was ready. I did that for almost 30 years. I was in the real estate business, and it was a larger corporate type of job, and this was very appealing to me. It's more personal. It's a smaller business, although we're growing pretty rapidly right now. But it was just, I was ready for something different, yet I felt like I had some background and skills that I could offer to help here based on my experience with other management.
What would you say students need to know who want to go into the food management industry?
What would students want to know?
Yes, any tips or?
I would say the food industry is a difficult career. It's very rewarding, but it takes a lot of hard work. And I think if you just really your product, it's very important to provide a good quality product. Our focus is on great customer service, and providing a quality product. If you can do that, then you can be successful. But it's a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of satisfaction in there, but it takes a lot of perseverance.
What would you say the hardest part about being in the industry is?
I think probably just learning what it is that's going to sell. Like in our business, it varies so much day to day. We have to really spend a lot of time researching our data and trying to figure out what is going to sell. I think that's the hardest thing. I think staying in tune with your market and doing the research as to what people are,
Is there any specific way that Daylight Donuts does that?
Yes. We actually, a couple years ago, one of our Lansing grads approached Andrew about doing an internship. She's an industrial engineering student at K-State, and she helped us come up with a donut data plan. And so every day in our stores, the stores record what sold and what didn't sell, and we compile that and then we've got a person that determines how many donuts to make for each store every single day. So that was really a great project for her, and it's something we've really benefited from.
Okay. What qualifications do you need to manage in the food industry in a job such as the one you have?
I would say the qualifications would be willing to work hard, and having good leadership skills, a background in some sort of experience in management, and being very familiar with the current health regulations.
Is there any education or training that you need to go through to become a manager in a business such as this?
I would say the education, a good management degree would be a great asset. Any kind of business management classes, and then hands-on experience are the two key components.
What makes a person successful in this career?
I think having good communication skills is very important to success, and being able to relate to all. We have so many different variety of personalities, from our front staff to our management to our kitchen staff. Being able to relate and communicate clearly with all of these areas. I think very good organizational skills would be very helpful. We do a lot of computer work, with our data and our research and all that. So good computer skills are helpful as well. But really, it boils down to working hard and treating people fairly and providing a good product.
What do you like the most about being a manager at Daylight Donuts?
Well, of course, I like working with my son, but I also like, working with our staff. We have a really great staff, and I love walking into our stores on a Saturday morning and seeing children everywhere just so excited to come and get their donuts. Because our mission, when Andrew opened this business, his mission was simply just to elevate happiness. And that's what donuts really do. And that's what's the best part about this job, is just watching people come into the store and be happy.
Do you have any tips for anyone aspiring for a career in this field?
I would just say that, just persevere and work hard. There's a theme. It's very rewarding. You just have to study hard and learn the rules and give a good product, and you should be successful.